Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Hedera and HBAR, and specifically, we are going to be addressing some of the major expansion that we're going to probably be seeing within this year. I also do want to talk to you guys a little bit about the opportunity that Hedera really does have to change the entire world. I do think that everyone will soon know the HBAR name. I've been saying this for a very long time on this channel. Ever since we really initially found Hedera going back 2 years ago, I said everyone will know the Hedera name, and everyone will know HBAR as well. I think that this is going to be a household name. It's a blue chip. And the reasoning behind this is because of the innovation happening. It's not just transactions, which are, in my opinion, mind blowing. I mean, the transactional demand on Hedera is definitely something special. I mean, we're almost hitting 1,000 TPS as I am recording this video. I recently just seen it at 1,400 before I started recording. And what's crazy is that, yeah, this continues to make new all-time highs in terms of everyday transactions. We hit 60, almost 5 million transactions in one day. You can see the average TPS is up almost to 800 here. The past week, we're sitting at about 640. Yes, there's that downtime on the network, but for the most part, I mean, in 1 month, we hit 1.27 billion transactions, which is anybody out there that doesn't think this is huge, sorry to say it, but you're missing the bigger picture. But outside of this, right, we don't really want to focus on transactions. What we want to focus on is what's really happening. So I remember making a little bit of a video and a discussion on what Hedera was doing with ESG Metrics. And the main idea of that video was bringing the balance sheet of the planet to Hedera. And we do see here from Politico.com, verifiable ESG metrics are critical to a sustainable future. Hedera is providing the infrastructure for a foundation of auditable, comparable, and trusted sustainability metrics, bringing the balance sheet of the planet to DLT. This is extremely bullish. I know that a lot of people don't want to get behind this new system and this and that, but ultimately speaking, you can't fight it, and mines will make money off of it. When I look at what Hedera's been doing, and when I look at what they are focused on, and the names tied to them, it gives me more and more solidification on the fact that Hedera will become a cemented blue chip stock, and it's going to be a household name. And when I say stock, obviously I mean crypto asset, but still, it's like I compare it to blue chip stocks. You know, most people know the Apple name, most people know the Tesla name. I believe everyone will know the Hedera name. And hey, if they don't, well, guess what? They'll 100% probably be utilizing Hedera on a day-to-day basis without even realizing it. And I've said this many times. This is a true 100-year company. Now, also, we did see over here. So this is SBS Boston, the Sustainable Blockchain Summit, April 13th, 2023. Tower, supporters, and sponsors here. Look at the supporters and look at the sponsors. United Nations Climate Change, MIT Energy Club, and then the sponsors over there have the HBAR Foundation. Next to these names. This is insane to me. Because again, you could see the real world connections to some of the largest groups out there, giving us an insight on the fact that, yes, this vision where Hedera is basically becoming the foundation for the balance sheet of the planet to run on, it's solidifying that. It's giving us confidence that Hedera will be the leader around that market. Now, also, they did post this as well. Upcoming session, EBW 2023. Now, this is with Duncan Moore from Aberdeen, or Aberdeen. I know that a few of you guys say it differently. Senior Investment Manager alternatives. Tokenization and upgrading the fund management ecosystem. DLT in financial services, tokenization of upgrading the fund management ecosystem. This is huge, okay? And this is going to be discussing on how Web3 and tokenization will revolutionize fund management. So let's take a quick look into this. All right. Tokenization. Tokenization, in my opinion, will become a massive opportunity around crypto. I think that we talk about it quite a bit. I think that we hear about it quite a bit. But I don't believe that the world of finance, and I don't believe that the world of real estate, and I don't think that the retail sector, I don't think anybody's really taken this all that serious. But it's starting to seem like a lot of these major institutions are now looking at this and realizing the true benefit behind this. Going back to February 25th, we've seen this article get posted on BlackRock. Asset tokenization is shaping up to be crypto's theme of the year. Now, we've talked about tokenization quite a bit on this channel, and in fact, I'm extremely bullish on tokenization. I've said it many times. You guys don't need me to repeat myself. I really do think that this is going to change everything. The way that we look at investment contracts, the way that we invest into certain areas of focus like real estate and securities and so much. It's going to change the way that IDs work. I mean, every single aspect of life will be changed through tokenization. But it's not just going to be any platform that tokenizes these things. It's going to be extremely efficient networks. When we look at Hedera and we go over to their Hedera token service, which is what we will see tokenizing most of these things. Native tokenization at the speed of Hashgraph. Public and private blockchains offering tokenization carry the burden of expensive fees or upfront infrastructure costs, slow transaction speeds, complexity in managing governance, and regulatory obstacles. Well, that's where everything changes. Hedera is that service that offers incredibly high throughput, low fees, and compliance configurations. There's even on-chain programmability with API calls for atomic swaps and royalties, and for more complex programming, it's integrated into the Hedera smart contract service. So this is that one-stop shop for tokenization. And you can see building on the Hedera token service, payments, financial services, supply chain, energy, and sustainability, like every single aspect of the world is covered by Hedera in terms of what could be offered. And we do see a few sectors already doing this: payments, financial services, supply chain, and even energy. We know Toko is not just focused on financial services, they are even focused on real estate. They're focused on pretty much everything. But these are real world applications being built here. And they're all looking at ways that they could fully leverage the HTS fully for tokenization, but this is just the beginning, okay? And we're going to start to see a lot more of this coming over to Hedera. But let's take a look at what recently just got posted as well on the 16th. Larry Fink, BlackRock, says tokenization of asset classes could drive efficiencies in capital markets. And here's the quick take. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink earmarked several trends in digital assets in his annual letter to shareholders on Wednesday. Chief among them was the promise of tokenization and how this might drive efficiencies in capital markets. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, there was a video where Larry Fink was actually talking about tokenization of securities, tokenization of stocks, tokenization of everything. It says one of the most bullish things that we will ever witness. It is going to change everything. Tokenization is such a huge opportunity. It's not just a huge opportunity for wealth creation, but it is a huge opportunity to not only revolutionize the life cycle of nearly every industry, every sector, but it will change the way things work. Business processes, investment processes, everything will change. You'll have fractionalized ownership. You'll have a lot more liquid asset classes. Like everything as we know it will change in an instant when they get tokenized. We even do see down here, while the industry is maturing, there are clearly elevated risk and a need for regulation in this market. BlackRock is committed to operational excellence, and we plan to apply the same standards and controls to digital assets as we do across our business. So this is BlackRock. Very bullish on tokenization. $8.6 trillion in assets under management. At one point in time, it was $10 trillion. They are extremely bullish on tokenization. Then recently we did see tokenized mortgages can prevent another housing bubble crisis. And this is actually from Casper Executive, Casper Network. You guys know me. I love Casper. I think that they are incredible. But yeah, I mean, literally, these are the innovations that we are looking at. These are the problems that need to be solved. And guess what? We have the solution in front of us. We just need to embrace this technology. And I do think that it will get to that point. It's going to take a little bit of time. But real world assets are being tokenized right now. Investors flock to tokenized diamonds as crypto banking crisis props hard assets. Tokenized diamonds surged 300% last weekend. Tokenized diamonds. We've talked about it with even diamonds with LCX. There's so much happening here. And also, tokenized real world assets are bringing new yield opportunities to DeFi. This is from Forbes. I'm telling you right now that this market, when we really see this technology embraced fully, it is going to change everything. But I want you all to focus on the names that are the most efficient, the ones that have the most to offer, and the ones that are working with companies that everyone frowns upon. Oh, Hedera is working with centralized entities. Okay, well, if you want to make money in this space, your project needs to be working with outside sources. I think a lot of people kind of have this misconception around crypto where it's going to be this closed loop from the outside world and it's going to be fully decentralized and there's not going to be any sort of control at all within crypto. It's just going to be a free for all to make a ton of money and get rich and drive your Lambos while, making 100x gains. Like, this idea of crypto is so misconstrued. And I think that a lot of people need to take a step back and realize what really is happening here. We are seeing the evolution of the physical world through digital assets and digital processes that will not only reshape but ultimately disrupt every life cycle of every industry, every single sector. This is the next frontier of a technological advancement like we've never seen before. Tokenization, digitization, all of it combined is going to make a massive, massive boom. And it is going to allow these asset classes to reach heights that they've never thought possible. Because fractionalized ownership, for example, in the real estate market is going to open up investment opportunity like no other, bringing in trillions and trillions of dollars. It is going to, it seriously is going to be something like we've never seen before, a historical landmark in the technology and the investment opportunity area. It is going to change all of these sectors, all of these industries, and people are going to be utilizing this technology without even knowing it. Because DLT, at the end of the day, is being embraced. Whether governments want to, accept it or not, enterprises, institutions, all of them, they want to utilize this technology because they see the efficiencies, they see the use case advantage behind it. And even BlackRock, as one of the largest companies out there, they see it themselves. And this, to me, is an indicator that, guess what? We haven't even gotten to the point of mass adoption yet. We are getting there. Guess what? I do believe that Hedera is going to be one of the leading names, and I do believe that Hedera will be known worldwide. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.